Hello, I'm Peter Moreira from Entrevestor, and I'm joined today by Tracy MacGillivray from Axtion Mobility. Tracy, thanks for joining me.
I'm happy to be here.
So what I always do is toss out the first question. Tell me a few sentences about Axtion.
So Axtion Independence Mobility Inc., we're the creators of the award-winning Raymex Lift, which is a personal, portable, powered patient lift. And I know that's a lot of P's. But it is effectively a powered elevating seat inside the frame of a four-wheeled rollator walker. And what started initially as a design for fall recovery, because my dad had been falling at home on a regular basis back in 2019, through multiple rounds and iterations of our development and getting incredible feedback from clinicians in the community, from users, potential users out there, and from caregivers out there, we were able to add in a number of features. So the device is now as much about fall prevention as it is about fall recovery. It's effectively a 4-in-1 device. So whilst it's started out as a fully powered patient lift, it is also a multi-purpose mobility aid. So it works as a rollator walker, and as well, it permits people to do intentional descent, because it stops the elevating seat, goes all the way to the ground, rises up to 24 inches, and can stop anywhere in between on ascent or descent.
Right.
And so they can go retrieve items off a lower shelf or close to the ground without putting themselves at risk of falling. So it's multi-purpose, multi-directional mobility aid, as well as it's a transfer aid to help people transfer on and off lower seating surfaces like beds and chairs and benches. And it's a built-in standardized sit-to-stand exercise rehab tool. So it is a 4-in-1 device out there.
Right. So you've had, in the last month, an appearance on Dragon's Den and the launch of the Raymex, and those two sort of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Tell us how things have gone.
So the appearance on Dragon's Den couldn't have been timed more perfectly. Whilst we taped it last in May of 2025, we were told I think it was middle of December, that it would be airing at the end of January, which turns out we got the anchor segment on the season finale of their 20th anniversary show. So we were absolutely blown away that we were given kind of that prime spot, and the response has been incredibly and overwhelmingly positive, beyond our wildest dreams. And because 48 hours in advance of the show airing, CBC Dragon's Den post on their social channels through Instagram and TikTok, they post their teaser video to try and garner attention for each of the segments in each of the shows. And within hours, our segment went viral. And so I think it really struck a nerve out there that, the market is starved for a solution like ours, because having gone through it with my own parents and having searched high and low for devices and tools that could help when my dad started to fall at home, there was nothing out there. And so, and with, the people over the age of 65, falls are a significant challenge for them. 1 in 4 over the age of 65 falls at least once a year, most of them regularly, and about half of them need help getting up. And so that's why, and with it being the fastest growing age cohort out there. And oh, by the way, the number doubles to 1 in 2 for those over 80, and the over 80 crowd, because of the baby boom and compounded by the fact that, life expectancies are longer now. So, that's really driving a rapid increase in that population cohort. And despite decades of efforts in fall prevention and falls management and all of those things, we have not moved the dial one bit on reducing the rate of falls out there. And so the number of falls are skyrocketing. So I think this really struck a nerve. Nobody had really been tackling this problem head on at the root cause. And so our device does this. And so I think it really struck a nerve. It went viral, and we had in less than 7 days over 60,000 visits to our website from around the world. You know, about I think it was 46% from the US, 39% from Canada, and the balance from the UK, Europe, and parts of Asia. And so it's just been overwhelming.
Yep, yep. And so you're now in market. Sales are proceeding.
We are now, so we're in full production mode in our factory down in Amherst, Nova Scotia, and our factory is actually with our contract manufacturing partner, Precise Design Engineering Solutions, and we couldn't ask for a better partner. It's impossible to imagine a better partner to work with to produce these. So we are in full scale production mode down in Amherst, Nova Scotia, and which is just a tremendous community to be a part of as well. We're so thrilled to be in Amherst because we're developing our own little ecosystem. Our labelers are down there, our printers are down there. So we've got this, you know, the whole finishing of the product is all happening because of the business community and the capabilities and the talent that is within the town of Amherst, Nova Scotia. It's just been amazing. And we couldn't be happier.
Okay. What should we be looking out for from Axtion for 2026?
So I think it's, 2026 is all about kind of initially just trying to catch up with the demand that's out there, and we will do that over the coming couple of months. We will catch up to the demand, and then just continued growth from there. We've had some outreach. So whilst we are launching simultaneously in Canada, the US, the UK, and Europe will follow shortly. We've also now had outreach from countries in Asia like Malaysia, from Australia, and so I think you're going to see some expansion of our global footprint start to take hold. We'll get those markets launched later in the year in 2026. So it's all about kind of continuing to build out our to meet the demand and continuing to build out our global footprint. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you should just focus on one market. I have a little bit of a different philosophy, though, in that if people want to buy from you and there's valid markets out there, you should let them. And so we are going to be expanding our global footprint through partnerships in those respective geographies. And so far, like our partner in the UK, we absolutely love working with them. They are taking care of the UK and the European market for us. We have another partner in the US who is looking after the entirety of the Veterans Health Administration and Department of US Veterans Affairs. And they have complete 100% coverage of that environment. They're a minority-owned, service-disabled, veteran-owned small business. And we've been working with them now for a few weeks and just absolutely love working with, and it's Pisces Healthcare Group. We just love working with them. And so through and across Canada, we've got reseller partners across the country who have just been absolutely fantastic to work with. So we're using and leveraging partnerships that already have established, sales and support networks and so on out there. And that's the way we're really going to market at scale to launch.
Okay, then I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking to you again before the year's out. Sounds like.
Well, I certainly hope so, and I hope it's for all the right reasons.
Yeah, I hope so too. Tracy, thank you so much. For Entrevestor, I'm Peter Moreira.
Thank you very much, Peter.